that some of you right now, you're tuning in from the cruise ship. I guess George and Catalin, we have, my understanding, about 100 people on a cruise. And the team right now is in Croatia, Dubrovnik. I do believe many people are in Croatia, Dubrovnik. So, good evening. We will have the chance in a few minutes from now also to give the virtual stage to George and Catalin and see how it's going in Dubrovnik, how it's going in Croatia. But before we do that, I want to deliver what I promised, and I promise that tonight's call is going to be based on communication. So when I'm talking to people, I say it doesn't matter how much you try in inviting. It doesn't matter how much you try in presenting or closing. There is only one skill that can combine all three. There is only one skill, one talent that if you develop it, it will play a big role on the way you invite, you present, and you close. And that's communication. You want to master the art of communication if you want to be a good inviter. You want to master the art of communication if you want to be a good presenter. You want to master the art of communication if you want to be a good closer. Communication in our business, in our profession, in our industry, however you want to call it, call it. But communication is everything. People buy from you because they like you or because they want to be like you. If you are not a good communicator, if you cannot communicate effectively, how do you expect people to like you? How do you expect people to connect with you? When we are inviting, I'm saying and I'm teaching the team that connection is important. When you are presenting, connection is important. When you are closing, the first rule of closing is connect. You got to connect with people. How can you connect if you cannot communicate? So I have to tell you that through the years, I had a lot of mentors. I had a lot of people that I learned from on how to communicate, on how to master the art of communication. But my number one source of learning what I'm about to teach you is Mr. Dale Carnegie from the book How to Influence and Influence People. And I'm pretty sure many of you read that book. My suggestion, read it again. If you haven't read the book, go read it. You cannot imagine how many times I read that book. It's my number one on the list. Right now, I'm reading the Old Testament. I'm reading Bible right now. And I have read Bible before. I have read New Testament. Right now, I'm reading Old Testament. And I'm telling you, if I can say this is the Bible of sales for one book, this is the Bible of communication for one book, is How to Influence and Influence People. So, saying this, I want to share my screen. And this is one of the few times I'm going to play PowerPoint, a keynote actually. And I'm going to show you 9 ways to move people to your way of thinking. 9 ways you can move people to your way of thinking, which means 9 ways to influence, 9 ways to affect. And everything starts with communication. 9 ways to communicate your way of thinking. So you got to understand that what you think is one thing. You got to understand that what you think is important to you, but in many cases, it may not be important to your significant other. It may not be important to your downline. It may not be important to your team member, or it may not be important to the one you are showing the presentation to. By the way, what I'm going to show you right now, it's not something that you can only use it to close people. You can use it with your family, with your kids, with your wife, with your husband, but you can most importantly use it also with your team. It's not all about closing, but it's about leading. It's about leading your team. So the first rule of getting people to think the way you think, to affect, to influence, and to communicate effectively is to understand that the only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. So the only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. In the book, How to Influence and Influence People, Dale Carnegie says clearly, you cannot win an argument. You cannot, because if you lose, you lost it. But even if you win, you still lose. And I need you to understand this. Why, if I win an argument, I'm still in loss? Just think about it. I'm trying to win the argument against Eric. And Eric believes that my product or my service is too expensive. If we argue about it, the only way to win the argument is to prove him wrong, is to prove him liar. Now, how many people do you know that they love it or they like it when you prove them wrong? They hate it. So if I prove him wrong in order to prove me right, I'm going to lose the sale. I may win the argument, but I'm going to lose the sale. Same with our kids, same with our friends, same with our team members, same with our downlines. You cannot keep proving them wrong because you want to win the argument and expect them to listen to you. No, you cannot. You cannot tell them the way, you have to show them the way. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. So I cannot prove my team members wrong and expect them to listen and expect them to respect me and expect them to follow me. No, I have to show them the way. I cannot keep telling them how they are wrong and expect them to stay motivated. So the only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Rule number one, I don't argue with people. If you know me, I don't argue. I'm asking a lot of questions to show you my opinion. I'm asking a lot of questions to show you the way, but I'm not going to argue with you. Number two, show respect for the other person's opinion. Never say you are wrong. I'm doing this training for several years right now. I did it on stage for Life Mastery. Maybe some of you, if you followed Life Mastery, you remember the training, but I never did it for the team. And Kadalin recently, he said, bro, can you do that training to the team? I said, yes, of course, we will go through this. So I can tell you those rules apply on every profession, on every business, on every situation. But for us, for our business, for us building a team, it applies way more than anything else. Show respect for the other person's opinion. How many times you have a downline who comes to you telling you his opinion, and you are immediately, and you are immediately, you are wrong. You are immediately, how do you know this? You are just a new member. How big is your stock? How much money you make? Stop giving me advices. Stop giving me opinions. So this is not how you lead a team. Whatever the down line, the cross line, the other person is trying to communicate with you, he's trying to communicate this because he's finding a good idea. If you go like the bad cop, like the bad daddy, and you say, hey, no, 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 you are wrong. You don't know, you just started. Shut up, be quiet. Let me show you the way. Not only you are disappointing them, but you are forcing them not to listen to you. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help them to find it within themselves. You can only teach him to find it within himself. So when someone is coming to you with an opinion, it's because they believe their opinion is great. I agree with you. Many times, if we are in this business for many months or many years, we already know, we already tried what they are telling us. We already know that calling people and presenting on a phone is a wrong thing. We already know that trying to build a team with incentives only and without culture is the wrong thing. We already know that closing people only because of the fear of loss without showing the value is the wrong thing and is a temporary success. But we can show them the right way. Sometimes I allow people to do some mistakes. I allow people to do mistakes because I can see if someone is too red, correcting his mistakes every other day is going to turn them away. It's going to turn them off. Telling them my opinion, here's what I do sometimes. I say, you know, Andre, I heard what you said. I tried it in the past. It didn't work for me. I wouldn't go and build only through social media. But if that's what you want to do, if you feel you want to run ads and that's all you want to do, go for it. Let me know how it's going to work for you, please. And 2 weeks later, I'm going to call and say, hey, Andre, how did it go? He says, hey, I paid, 100 euros on Instagram running ads. I didn't sign up anybody yet. And then I say, listen, brother, I told you I did that before. I didn't want to stop you because I trust you and I believe on you and I want you to see things yourself. So I told you it didn't work for me. Are you ready to tell you what I discovered after doing the same mistake you did? So I'm not putting myself above him. I told him I did the same mistake he did. And then I'm asking, are you ready for me to share with you what I discovered? Are you now ready? So now he's more open. So sometimes I will even allow them to go through mistakes if they are not ready to hear. So it's important, though, to respect their opinion, even if you disagree. Number 3, this is big. If you are wrong, admit it. The number one reason why leaders lose respect from the team is because they want to be right. I don't want to be right. I want to do the right thing. You cannot imagine, as of today, how many times I'm wrong on some things. And I will say, yes, I was wrong. George called me today, Georgiou, and he said, the hotel that you want, no, I said, George, the hotel that we had to book for Belgrade is sold out. I didn't book my hotel for the convention yet. It's crazy. So I said, bro, it's sold out. He said, I told you to book it a week ago and I forgot. I said, I was wrong. You're right. You told me this. I wasn't coachable. So I was wrong. So I didn't say an excuse, I was thinking it wasn't. No, I was wrong. So now I need to pay the price and go on a different hotel. I was wrong. So when you are, I know that's a a small example, but learn in your life when you are wrong and it's obvious, admit it. Say, yeah, I was wrong. I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. You are not perfect. So when you do mistakes, admit it. Be honest with yourself. Admit your mistakes. Do it quickly. Do it with enthusiasm. Do you know how do we learn from our mistakes? We usually learn from our mistakes when we have to pay for them. When we have to pay for them, we learn. But we also learn when in an easier way. The hard way is when you pay for the mistakes. You cheat your wife. It's all good, she doesn't know. You do it again and again and again. Then when she finds out, you pay for it. You learn from it. So you drive around your city and you're drunk. It's all good. You did it once, you went home. You did it twice, then police catch you. You don't do it again. You learn from your mistake. Or you kill somebody, or you are getting involved into an accident. Then you learn from your mistake. You learn that next time you want to go out and get drunk, either somebody else drive or you take a taxi. So if you don't pay for the mistake, you usually don't learn from the mistake. You know why? Because you don't recognize the mistake. Now, how do I recognize the mistake? When I admit that I'm wrong, I do. Admit it. When you do a mistake, say, hey, guys, I fucked it up. I was wrong. Sorry. That's how you learn from the mistakes. And that's how you earn respect. Your leaders, they don't want you to be right. They want you to do what's right. Leadership is not a popularity contest. Leadership is not a popularity contest. It's not being right, it's do what's right. Number 4, begin with a friendly way. So yeah, here's a saying that Americans says a lot: a drop of honey catches more flies than a gallon of gall. But you need to understand that in many cases, I have seen this. You think if you are the red, aggressive, hardcore leader, people will follow you. No, you don't need to be aggressive to be red. You don't need to be aggressive to be the leader of leaders. You just need to be authentic, not aggressive, authentic. I'm always friendly. You may like me, you may not, but you definitely respect me because I respect you. You cannot talk bad to me because I don't allow you. And the reason I don't allow you to talk bad to me is because I do not talk bad. I'm friendly. And usually when you are friendly, even the most aggressive people become friendly. When I have seen this happening before, so you are the presenter and they're bringing someone to you. And that person is a doubter. He's not a believer. He doesn't believe in network marketing. He thinks it's a pyramid scheme. You immediately attack that person. You immediately say something to make fun of him. Now, I would say, I feel you. I understand why you are thinking like this. I was in the same category. Can I tell you what I discovered? Are you open if I tell you what I learned through this industry? Are you open if I tell you my opinion after 15 years, after 5 months, after 5 weeks of being in the industry? And even if they say no, I'm still friendly. Even if they say no, I'm still going to say, okay, no worries. We don't have to discuss it. We don't have to analyze it. I respect your opinion. You can still believe for the rest of your life this is a pyramid scheme. That's okay. Let's talk about something else. It's not going to change if I attack him. There are more chances this will change if I'm friendly and 2 days later or 2 weeks later when he's following me on Instagram and he sees some results, he comes back to ask me something rather than me attacking him. Number 5, get the person to say yes, yes immediately. So how do I do this? When talking to people, don't emphasize the things in which you're different. Emphasize the things on which you agree. What does this mean? So if we start a conversation together right now, I'm pretty sure we will find a lot of common ideas and opinions.
Non, je l'ai laissé dehors. Dedans.
Let me, please guys, if you can mute yourselves, you will help. I will do it, mute all, perfect. Okay, now it's good. So we're also gonna find a lot of opinions and ideas that we disagree. Don't emphasize those ones. Let me give you an example. Let's say that I start a conversation with my friend Luigi. And I say, hey, Luigi, nice to see you. Where are you from? And he says, I'm from Italy. And I say, oh my God, Italy, amazing. It's one of the most beautiful countries. And I love Italy. And I also love Italian football, Italian soccer. And then I say, Luigi, what team do you support? And then he says, I support, Juventus, for example. Let's say that Luigi supports Juventus. And let's assume, I found it. Oh my God, you see. So let's assume that I support, Inter Milan. And he supports Juventus. I'm going to say, oh, great, you support Juventus. And I'm not going to continue the conversation for Italian football. Then I will say, hey, do you watch football only in Italy or do you watch football in other countries too? He says in other countries too. I will say, which one do you support in UK? And let's say he says, I support Manchester United. And let's say I support Liverpool. I will say, I'm not going to emphasize that. I'm still going to say, okay, and do you watch football in Spain too? And then he says, yeah, I support Barcelona. And let's say then I support Barcelona too. Then I will say, oh, amazing. So I do believe Messi is the best player in planet Earth, isn't he? Then he says, yes, he is. So double yes, I got him. You see what I mean? So I wouldn't get a double yes in Juventus. I wouldn't get a double yes in Manchester United. So I moved from Italy to UK, from UK to Spain to get the double yes. This is an analogy. Of course, we don't speak about football in our business, but I need you to understand when you see that you are not close to his opinion, change conversation, switch conversation, change the theme until you find common beliefs, common ideas, common opinions to get the double yes. You want to get the double yes with your leaders. You want to get the double yes with your team members. You want to get the double yes with someone that you are showing the presentation. This is how you are becoming likable. So double yes is important. Let's go to number 6. Let the other person do what we call a great deal of talking. So when our friends excel us, they feel important. When we excel them, they feel inferior. You don't want to even if you're the leader of your team, the leader of your family, you don't want to be the one who is always do the great deal of talking. First of all, mastermind is important. Most of the ideas, most of the bonuses, most of the strategies and the formulas that we come up on how to build a team are not mine. As a matter of fact, Kadalin called me yesterday, 2 days ago. He said, bro, I have this idea. I said, bro, it's brilliant. It's amazing. Let's do it. So it's not that as a leader of a team, of your family, of whatever, of your job, you always need to be the one who is doing the talking or who is having the most brilliant ideas. No, it's a teamwork. Mastermind is powerful. But I'm telling you, when you allow people to do their great deal of talking, you not only you are becoming likable, but you get what I call the joystick. Right now, I can turn off the air condition or turn it on because of why? Because I have the controller. You want to get the controller from some people to tell them do more presentations, be better on closing, show to people what to do when they sign up. You need help on duplication. You need to go to more countries, but you need that what we call remote control. The problem is with people, you don't take it yourself. They need to hand it to you. They need to tell you, take it. Tell me what to do. Show me the way. People need to do this voluntarily. You cannot take the control and tell them what to do. They will never listen. When you allow them to do the great deal of talking, you are becoming more likable, and people see that you are listening. When they see that you are listening, they trust you more. I remember a story. I was going to an event in Athens, 6,000 people years ago. I entered the airplane, and everyone in that plane traveling from Cyprus to Athens were from the team. We had a big event. We used to call that event boot camp. We had a big boot camp in Athens. And I almost knew everyone in the plane besides one lady. So I decided to sit down with this lady, and I introduced myself. She said, yeah, I know you from the team. And I said, tell me your story. I don't know you. Tell me about you. So the flight from Cyprus to Athens is 90 minutes. 90 minutes, she was sharing her story. I didn't talk at all. I just said a few times yes. I just moved my head. I was listening to her very carefully. I commented on her story 2 or 3 times, and that's all. Next day, we had the event in Athens. She was getting recognized on stage. She said, yesterday, I had a great talk with Stavros. He gave me the most amazing advices. He did an amazing coaching to me. This is what she said. I didn't do a coaching. I was only listening to her. But she felt that we did a coaching session. So allow people to do that great deal of talking. Allow people to talk. Number 7, let the other person feel that the idea is theirs. And push them to come up with ideas. So I told you, mastermind works. If you want to build a huge team, mastermind works. When I say it, they doubt it. When they say it, they buy it. This is also good for closing. So if I say, let's say, I'm from Cyprus. Let's say I'm traveling in Norway, and I'm doing this during January. It's going to be too cold for me, right? So the normal temperature that they have in restaurants is still cold for me. So for them it's normal. For me it's cold in Norway during January. So what if I go to a restaurant or a cafeteria and I say, hey guys, here is too cold. You need to do something. Chances are they doubt it. They're like, no, it's normal. The temperature here is normal. This is how we live in Norway. So they doubt it. What if I say, hey guys, restaurant is great, food is great. I will be honest with you. Mr. John, I like everything you have in your restaurant, but I feel a little bit cold. Is it anything we can do? And then he says, hey, I can turn on the heater, or I can increase the volume of the heater. And then I say, amazing, great idea, thank you. So instead of me telling them what to do, let them come up with opinions. Let them come up with ideas. Same in our business. So I'm working too many hours. Okay, I get it. Amazing. How many hours? 10 hours per day. How much money do you make? I make 3,000 euros. So what if your boss comes and tell you, instead of 10 hours, you work 11 hours and you double up your income? Would you do that? Would you find an extra hour? Yes, I would find an extra hour. So you do have an extra hour? Yes, I do. So if I tell you that we can double the income through my business, my part-time business, how much time can you give per day extra? I can give you the extra hour. Boom, great idea. Let's do it. So they told me now for the extra hour, not me telling them. If I say it, they doubt it. If they say it, they buy it. Try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. So you need to walk in their shoes. You need to get in their shoes. Things are always the way you see them. So sometimes people, they see difficulties. At the same time, you see opportunities. Sometimes people, they say, I do have 4 children. For me, having 4 children is a reason why to do network marketing. It's a reason why you need an extra stream of income, having 4 children. But for some others, having 4 children is a reason why not to do network marketing, because it may be time away from the children, you are too busy, you are whatever. So if you see things the way you only see things, it will be difficult to connect. But you need to be able to adjust. Champions adjust. Try to see things from their own point of view. And last but not least, be sympathetic with other people's ideas and desires. So I know sometimes you may hear an idea or even a desire that may sound stupid to you. But if you follow the previous 8 ways to make people think the way you are thinking, the ninth one will come automatically. You need to show sympathy to whatever people are thinking if you want to move people to your own way of thinking. I told you at the beginning, people buy from you because they like you or because they want to be like you. Now, with that being said, I want to say that this is just a quick snapshot of what you can learn from the book, How to Influence and Influence People. This is a book that I strongly recommend. For sure. People will move to your own way of thinking if you, number one, start practicing what you just learned, but number two, do it authentically. Don't try to manipulate. They say you're never going to be able to touch somebody's head if you haven't touched their heart first. So do it in a real way. Try to understand where people are coming from. Be authentic when you want to close somebody, but you know that if you say they doubt it. Be authentic with allowing them to say it, with leading them to say it. Say things that you really mean. when you try to sympathize with the way they think, when you try to first understand their ideas and their opinion, do it from your heart. Don't try to fake it. I saw George, and I'm going to introduce him in a second. A few days ago, he said about the saying that many people have in network marketing, fake it until you make it. And he said this is the worst thing you can do in business, in life, and in network marketing. I absolutely agree with this. I hate when people talk about fake results. I hate when people try to look rich rather than becoming rich. I hate it when people they buy followers on Instagram. I hate when people they rent a car that they don't have and then drive that car and then they post to say that this car belongs to them, or they buy fake Rolex watches or fake brands or whatever. Fake it until you make it is a bullshit mindset. It's a bullshit philosophy. Work hard and make it. Same with the way you treat people. Be authentic. Try to understand people. And if you say, but bro, I'm too red, I'm a hardcore red. I'm red too. It's not about the color. It's not about, be aggressive. It's going to make you a better leader. No, if you don't know what sympathy is, forget about network marketing. Forget about becoming a leader who is going to drive people to greatness. So I told you from the beginning when I decided to come back in network marketing, it wasn't just because we wanted to make more money, but we wanted to develop that factory of leadership that will develop the right leaders, that their number one mission will be to change lives, to improve lives, to create more memories, to push people for more increase and progress in their lives. And along with that, money will come for sure. So make sure that when we talk about communication, you learn the rules, but not only you apply the rules, you apply them authentically. You are becoming the rules. And with this being said, I want to say that today we are going to go live to Croatia. We are going to go immediately to Dubrovnik, Croatia. We have friends there that they're on a cruise right now and they're having fun. So I'm going to introduce the next speaker, who is going to be Mr. George Georgiou. And then Mr. George, I know you are with Kadalin, or you will introduce Kadalin. So
hey, everybody.
take it away.
So good evening from Croatia, Dubrovnik. We are right now back in the cruise ship for a few hours, and I'm heading outside so I can be able to talk to you. I have also Mr. Andrian Mocanu with me, marketing director, soon senior director. And yeah, we are in Dubrovnik, Croatia. We came right here in the morning. We embarked, we went out. Some of us, they went a tour with a boat. Some others, we rented a bike and we had a tour in the city. Some others did whatever they want. Teleferic, and it's amazing. I mean, my whole feed right now and all my stories are all over Croatia. And now we are back in a while. We will go out again for a dinner. So we are like a Stavros, approximately 120 people from my team in this cruise ship. And it's crazy. Every single time I'm coming to this, that's my third cruise for just to let you know, for this year. And every single time I'm coming to the cruise ship, I realize how beautiful it is to travel with a cruise ship. First of all, the chance that you have to socialize with people. I can tell you that yesterday I connected with 3 different people that I will follow up the next days, and definitely I will get some contacts, and then I will follow up and do presentations for them, because I'm experiencing the product, I'm leading the product, And they do the same and they love it. So guess what the result is going to be? And back to what Stavros said earlier, he said about fake it till you make it. You know what? It's not only about the results, but also about using the product. And that's why I believe we have the best product in the industry of network marketing. Because what if I was in a company with perfumes, with nutrition, or whatever it is? How could I prove to people that I'm using my product? It was impossible. Right now, right here, I'm using my product, I'm experiencing my product, and I'm just sharing with people something that they love to do. And that's how I will get more people in my team. And I have already started contacting people for the next cruise that we will do next year with marketing. I mean, I had messages for friends today and yesterday they said, again in a cruise. And I said, just wait, I'm coming back and I will let you about the next one because you don't want to miss the next one. That's why I am the product of my product. And that's how I lead by example. And I don't need to fake anything. I mean, I don't need to fake it to prove to people that I'm using this product and that this product is a fantastic product and the easiest product to sell. And, you know, many of you, you're doing the presentation and there is a slide that we always say about the $100 membership discount if you get to team leader, if you get 2 premiums or 5 classic memberships. And we say in the presentation every single time that, you know what, if you get to team leader, then you don't pay $100 and you get the double points. But when you are telling this, you don't really realize what you are saying. You know when you're going to realize it? The moment you realize it is the moment that you go ahead and book a cruise with points that you haven't even paid for. This is the moment that you will feel what a badass product and what a badass compensation plan we have in our hands. I paid for my suite in this cruise ship $3,500. And I just used 100% of my points just because if you hit marketing director, you have this allowance, which basically means you travel for free. Guys, I mean, I don't know how big you want to take your business here, but does it worth it to just hit marketing director and maintain your rank as a marketing director so you just travel for free? I mean, what if you just do 1 trip a year, which is for free? What if you do 1 trip per year that is for free? You see, many times you go out and you share this opportunity and you always pitch the big money. But for some people, it's not the big money. For some people, it's allowance to go 1 more trip a year, to experience what we are experiencing right now, 1 more time in a year. So bottom line, what I want to say is appreciate and respect what you have in our hands. It's a gift, and you just need to share your gift with other people. And I'm telling you, the more people you help to travel more, the more money you will make. So God bless you all. I got to leave you, and I will pass the microphone to my brother, Catalin, which I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's in a boat right now or if he's outside, but I will pass him the microphone and I can't wait. Actually, I can see him. He's on the cruise ship. You know what's funny? You might be on the cruise ship for 7 days, and there are people that you won't even see during the trip. I mean, I don't know where is Deborah. I'm looking for Deborah.
Okay, let's see. Do you hear me, guys? Yeah, do you hear me? Yeah, okay. So thank you. Thank you, George. I think that is with now Wi-Fi, George, now. So please turn on your camera because we have like 10, 15 minutes together. So I need to see your face, please, because I'm really falling in love about what we're doing.
Yeah.
So can you hear me clear and loud? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, please. So we have like Danny here. We have different cameras on. Fantastic. Fantastic. This is the right way to do the business. If you see my face, I want to see your face. Okay. So guys, I joined network marketing like 11 years ago. And, you know, Stavro and George was building the biggest in one of the biggest team in that company. And I will always dream to work with them, but I was not, let's say, wanna work with them, but dream to work with them. Dream. And when I understand the Mac team, like is, you see here, millionaires are coming. This is the Mac team. Millionaires are coming. I said, wow, we need to do the biggest movement on the planet Earth in the travel industry, the biggest movement. And in order to do that, I really understand that I need to become my best version of myself. And I invest in travel, in personal development. I travel a lot. And when we start again in 1st of September this year, we start with a magic energy to create something very big. So I will promise you, this is my promise, this is a promise for myself, that we will create the biggest ever movement, leadership, travel factory, doesn't matter how you call it, in the world. Why? Because if I'm now thinking what Stavros said for different books, for the leadership that he had, we have the greatest leadership in a network marketing industry. I strongly believe that we have this, so it's in our hand. And you guys, I don't know if you realize, but now we are so lucky because we have access to Stavro, to George, to different leaders that are here. We have direct access. Just imagine in 3 years, we'll be now thousands of people. And a lot of these thousands of people, they maybe don't have access to this leadership directly, but they will. So now is the right moment to become your best version of yourself, because you will guide in the future the something phenomenal. Like George said, I'm now in this cruise with my brother, and I paid zero for my pocket for this cruise. Is for my first time that I can do a present like this for my brother. So just imagine my satisfaction. It's fantastic. Also, today is 10 of the month, and more us, we receive in this cruise a team leadership bonus. So I was kayaking, if it's okay, with Dominique, if you know Dominique, with my brother today. We do like 3 hours kayak in the beautiful sea here in near of Dubrovnik. And I didn't watch the phone, obviously, because I was kayaking. And then I just take a seat to have a coffee in a cafeteria. And I saw an email and he said, congratulations, you received the team leadership bonus. When I was kayaking. So just imagine, in the middle of the sea. So please tell me, one business, one job like this. So it's in the middle of the sea. Wow. And just imagine that we have like 4 premier ambassador board of directors. This is the fantastic vision, the fantastic message that I have for you. 4 people in our company, they receive today in the same day, maybe in the same hour, $155,000. Wow. Today. Crazy. So guys, just imagine 10 years on the market. They start with 8 cruises, 8 cruises. Now we have 21,000 hotels, memberships. We can travel for free. So I have a great message and I will close the Zoom. Everyone from this call can be marketing director till the end of the month. If you follow these actions, so just show to 3 people till the end of the month the presentation. This is the rule, not more. If you think that it's, I don't know, how can I find 10 people? You can find 10 people. You can find 20 people per day. I promise you can find it. But just show the presentation, not talk to people. Show the presentation. 3 people till the end of. We have 21 days till the end, till the month is finished. So you show the presentation to 63 people. 63 people, if 10% they sign up, you are a premium member there, you are marketing director. Wow. 3 presentation per day. And I will promise you, just put people on the presentation. Talk to people when you go in supermarket. Talk to people when you go in cafeteria. Talk to people, not just please in Instagram and Facebook. No, talk to people. Talk to people. You already talk, but maybe you talk about the, I don't know, sarmale or I don't know, pasta, spaghetti. Just talk to people about travel. Talk to people about your business. It's fantastic. So guys, this is for you because I know where I'm going. It's for you. This is a message for you. It's for free. This message is for free. This Zoom is for free. This Zoom is for free. So you hit marketing director this month and you maintain for 3 months. You confirm for 3 months and you're traveling for free. This is my special message for you. There is no satisfaction than this. When you go in your platform, you choose whatever cruise you want to choose and you click on it and you pay 0. God bless you all. 3 presentation per day till the end of the month. 3 presentation. Take your list. Put 100 people on the list. Spoke with people. Listen, talk with people. God bless you all. Have a really good, great night.
How great this could be. How great this could be.